Typically, homeowners come off the back corners of the house with the fence and then run up the property lines, setting in approximately 1 foot to 6 inches off the property line. So Southern will actually come in and set our heads in approximately 18 inches off the property line, and all of our irrigation is ran out to the fence line. Therefore, none of our irrigation piping is ran up the property line, so you don't have to see any kind of damages resulting into a fence being installed. Typically with all of your heads that we install Rainbird series heads, and majority of the heads actually have a throwback. A lot of your mist heads that you see along the foundation of the house, sometimes incorporated into the actual turf areas in the front and the backyard, has a throwback of anywhere from 8 to 12 inches. So when we come back and we set those heads off of the property line, coverage is still acquired due to the throwback of the heads that are adjusted. If you're looking at having a Keystone home built and we're looking at a pre-sale house, it's best to let Keystone know prior to the landscape portion of the project being completed as to where if a fence is going to be installed. That way we can go ahead and set up our irrigation and plant material according to the fence line and where it will be set at. We'll be glad to work with any kind of fence situations as long as we have prior knowledge to installation methods. A lot of seed depends really on the time of year. Typically during the growing season, which is going to be your spring to late summer, we install brown top millet, which is a quick germinating seed that usually acts within 15 to 35 days. During the winter months, we'll actually install an annual or perennial ryegrass that will germinate within 15 to 30 days as well. We also incorporate some fertilizer during the application of the seed, so we look at a little bit quicker germination. You'll actually tend to lose the seed depending on the time of year. If millet is installed during the spring and summer months, winter with the frost will actually kill off the millet. As with ryegrass, if it's installed during the winter time, as with ryegrass, if it's installed during the winter months, during the summer months, usually around May 15th to the beginning of June, when the ground temperature gets up above 65, you'll actually see that ryegrass start to burn out. During that time, we actually recommend you coming in and installing either a Bermuda seed or additional sod to cover that area if that's what you look to have a full landscape. Southern actually follows Keystone's initiative in regards to the warranty program that they have set in place in regards to landscaping. However, if y'all have any questions in regards to the landscaping at your home, please feel free to give us a call, as we have issued POs for your lot numbers, and majority of the times we can actually pull on exactly what plant material was installed at your home. The most important thing to do in order to achieve a great landscape is to be sure proper watering techniques are applied to the landscape. We see a lot of first-time home buyers actually come in and reduce the watering to their landscape in order to lower the bill cycle. However, that can cost you a lot more financially in the long run in terms of repairing any kind of damaged landscape due to drought or heat burn. Otherwise, we strongly recommend, especially with your turf and your plant material, in order to come in and get on a proper fertilization practice. Typically with your turf, you'll have 8 applications per 12-month window. During your shrubbery, you'll look at having at least 3 times per year fertilization practice. Also, you want to make sure that pre-emergents are properly installed during around February 15th and November 15th in order to prevent any kind of weeds popping up in your turf. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach us at the office at 706-855-5035, or if you would rather communicate via email, contact us at sales@southernlandscaping.net.